This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nixalina. Hello, it's Nixalina, and welcome back to my podcast where tonight's episode we are full of love. Love, love, love. It is called 10 Signs You've Met Your Soulmate. I feel like I don't talk enough about finding love and true love and soulmates and how glorious it is when you meet someone who you know is just your person. How incredible it feels. And how it makes your life so much better. It changes you. Overnight, too. Often overnight. Now, we do throw the word soulmate around a lot. You know, movies, songs, talking with your friends. But when it really does happen, when you meet someone who feels like home, there's something different about it. It's not just attraction or timing or luck. It's like an unexplainable pull. A sense of like your souls already knew each other long before like your first tryst. And that sounds like, oh, come on, Nix. But it's true. It happens. Many of us don't believe in the word soulmate at all. Or they believe that we could have multiple soulmates. Or, you know, you can meet the one who could be the one. But then down the line, you can meet another one who is the one. And I do subscribe to that narrative myself. But I do love the idea that, like, there is a person out there for you. And it often comes in what I'm about to speak about, where it's almost like it feels like it's beyond your control, if that makes sense. Like it was the universe just went, you two, come, wow, done, in. Saying that, meeting your soulmate doesn't always have to come with fireworks or a perfect love story. Sometimes it's subtle and it's familiar and effortless, and you kind of just know deep down that that's your other half. It could be a long-term friend that you suddenly realize and see in a different way. It could be someone, an acquaintance, or someone you've known of through a friend of a friend, or perhaps an old colleague that you get reintroduced to. It doesn't have to be a complete stranger. In fact, often it's not. It's someone who's actually been in the peripheral of your life. As if then the universe was waiting for the right time to push you two together. So without further ado, here are my 10 glorious signs that you've already crossed paths with the one who was meant to find you, and vice versa. Okay, let's go. Number 10, you click instantly and feel inseparable. From the first moment, it just clicks. There's an energy between you two that's basically like it's impossible to fake. Like your souls recognize each other before your mind's even been able to catch up. You feel like you've known them a lifetime. And like instantly being around each other is just natural. Almost predestined, if you will. And yet trying to explain that to others never quite captures the depth of your connection, and is also quite bizarre. And it is bizarre because like you've just met and yet it feels like you've always been together. You just click. And it's almost like, and then often as well, it's like you end up just spending loads of time together. You know, you're at their house, they're at your house, or you're out for dinners, as if it's always been that way, rather than you met the night before. Do you know what I mean? Number 9, they quickly become your go-to person. So without even realizing it, they become the first person you want to call, whether you have good news, bad news, or no news at all. You crave their presence in both the big and the small moments. They are your comfort zone, your safe space, and your like favorite person to do life with. There's no forcing it. It's pure. It's effortless. And it's a judgment-free zone connection to each other. And I think that's really important as well. You feel you can go to them with everything because you know they will never judge you. They will help you. They will be there for you. And there's no second guessing that. And there's no underlying ulterior motive. And you trust them. You trust them with all your good and all of your bad. You let them see who you really are, flaws and all, because you know that they love you anyway. Number 8, everyone around you can feel it too. You've seen those couples, the one whose chemistry is almost tangible. That's how people see you too. Your connection radiates. Friends, family, and strangers alike, when they're around you too, they can feel your spark, your alignment, and the way you just fit together. And it's gloriously not performative either. It's genuine energy that you two can't hide and others can't help but notice. People love being around you two because of this energy. It's infectious and it's addictive. And people will be like, you two are like destined to be together. You know, you are peas in the pod. Like the way you vibe, the way you talk, the way you laugh, the way you dance, like the way you spend your time together, the things you both enjoy, the way you're both so physical with each other. You can't keep your eyes off each other. Like you look at each other as if there's no one else in the room but you two. It's that radiant connection, which, it's very obvious to anyone who spends just 5 minutes around you both. Number 7, there's a magnetic pull between you. It defies logic. It really does. It makes no fucking sense. You think of them and suddenly they text. You try to distract yourself, but they're still on your mind. You try to forget each other even. Maybe you didn't have a good circumstance or situation where you two were able to really give it a go, but yet they're never far from your thoughts and you always find a way to come back to each other. And even when the circumstances aren't ideal, maybe they're actually quite bad. It feels like something larger than both of you keeps pulling you back together. The timing, for instance, might not make sense, but that connection always does. It could be a few weeks even separated, or months, or whatever, or even years. There is a magnetic pull between you two that you cannot break, and you don't want him. Because why would you? They're your soulmate. Come here, you little soulmate. Number 6. Communication is effortless. With them, words flow easily, but then also so does silence. You never feel the need to tiptoe around your thoughts or censor your truth, or change who you are, but you can also both just sit in silence together and it not be awkward. It can just be glorious. It's relaxing. It feels like home. And even when you both disagree, there's always like a deep respect that underpins every exchange, every argument, every discussion. You guys are just so open and honest with each other, and being around your person, it feels freeing. It's not fragile. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. And not only that, with communication, man, you can talk for hours and hours and hours and never get bored. You can be in their physical presence, or you can be on a phone call or a video call, and suddenly 2 hours have gone by of you guys just chatting, and it feels like 5 minutes. You're like, what? How? What? Because it's so magical and effortless, and they bring so much joy to you, and you just love talking to them. You love to listen to their voice, to hear their views on the world, to just connect. And you could literally spend 6 hours on a call together and no one would get bored. It feels incredible when you find that, and it's very rare indeed. Number 5. 5, you can be completely yourself. So I did just touch upon that in the last point, but you don't have to perform, hide, or pretend. You are who you are. There's no covering up anything. Around your soulmate and around your person, your nervous system relaxes and exhales. Like, that's how it feels. You can share your fears, your insecurities, and your dreams without any judgment. You are in a space where you know you can be exactly who you are, whatever that is. And you feel seen, you feel heard, and you feel understood by your person in a way that no one else prior has managed. And that emotional safety is basically second nature with your soulmate. There's no eggshells. There's no fear of saying anything that will distance them. You just feel at peace. And even when you argue, you have this deep-seated feeling like you know you'll always come back together. There is none of this belittling, none of this like putting each other down or tearing each other down or manipulating each other or trying to get one up on each other. You just are who you are, and they're by your side. You're a team. They're by your side holding your hand, and they're being their authentic self, and you're being your authentic self, and it is fucking amazing when you find that. Number 4, you've faced hardship together. It's easy to love someone when things are perfect, right? That much is obvious. But the real test comes during chaos. If you've weathered storms together and you come out stronger, not resentful, and you come out perhaps more in love than you did prior to whatever happened, that is kind of soulmate level connection. Adversity didn't break you guys, it built your bond and strengthened how you feel about each other. So not even bad situations, bad circumstances, timing, whatever it is, not even that can displace and dispel you two, that magnetic soul connection that you have. And you rise. Of course, everyone has shit moments. Like, I'm not like, oh, if you have an argument or, I don't know, you broke up or whatever it is. Everyone has these moments in their life. But if you were able to move through that together and come out of it still madly in love, that says something very big about your connection and your love for each other. Number 3, you share the same core values. So you may have different tastes, personalities, or routines. Like, I'm all for opposites attract, right? Don't get it twisted. But when it comes to what truly matters, like attributes such as integrity, loyalty, compassion, ambition, career path ideas, that's when you guys are aligned. Your values point in the same direction, which is why your paths continue to intertwine so naturally. And things like your typical deal breakers, your ideas on religion, having children, getting married, which country you guys want to live in, family motivations, you both have the same idea and thought process with all of this, and the same timeline too. That really helps. Having someone you get to do life with, where you both, are rowing from the same boat in all of this stuff. It really is pretty magical. Number 2, you laugh and play together. This one's often overlooked, and it shouldn't be. You two make each other laugh until, your stomach hurts. That's what life really is about. You can tease each other, you can play with each other. You get joy together out of just, being at home or things you do. You can not take yourselves too seriously and laugh at each other. Banter is so important. For me personally, I'm all in on someone that can make me laugh. And someone who finds me really funny. That's important. You have to find me funny too. But yeah, love doesn't always have to be serious. And so I personally think it shouldn't be. The deepest connections are often found in laughter and lightness together. Like, that's how we maintain such a youthful energy to the world. Like, even as we become adults, we have to still have that. I still want to be 50, 60 years old and going to have drinks with my partner and fancy dinners and going to bars and, like being stupid at home. I don't want to ever lose that. And if I found someone in my life who was just like that with me, yeah, I would never want to let them go. Ever. If they let me love being stupid again and being my true self, and like I knew I could make them laugh and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the little moments as well as all the big moments. And yeah, if you can make me piss my pants, you are definitely in. And finally, number 1, you grow and celebrate each other's growth. This is super important. A soulmate does not hold you back. They help propel you forward. You encourage each other to chase your dreams, face your fears, and become the best versions of yourselves. Their wins feel like your wins, and vice versa. You don't bring each other down because one of you is jealous of the other person's success. You don't pick at each other or try and make the other person feel miserable or undermine any success or any points in their life where, they hit a bump in the road. It's not that at all. It's the opposite. Your growth together is mutual inspiration. It is not a competition. You don't compete about anything. You do better, they do better. As a couple, you do better. You want them to be as successful as they can be, as passionate as they can be, and as happy as they can possibly be, because that makes you more successful, you more passionate, and you more happy. There you go. That is my 10 pointers to what it feels like once you've met your soulmate. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you disagree with any of these? I do have some personal about instant connections because I am very well aware about limerence, love bombing, and the speed of which manipulators fall in love with people. But this kind of checklist is for something where, yes, you did have that at the beginning, you did have that instant magnetic connection, but then it builds over time. So narcissism is the opposite. It starts off high and then completely degenerates and degrades all the way down very quickly too. This is not. This is just on an upward trajectory. So annoyingly, often it just takes time down the road to really work out if the person holding your hand is your soulmate. Okay, on that note, on that positive, happy note, I'm going to love you all and leave you all. And do DM me if you need me. I'm very active on Instagram. It's at Nixalina, Nixalina. I will always reply if I can. If I cannot, my apologies, but please don't take it personally. I'm very, very busy, especially this Q4. And with that, I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splice Cast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, Nixalina.com. That's Nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.